After he and his son were hit by the white car, the father fled the scene, leaving his 8-year-old son behind. The 71-year-old victim said the robber punched him in the face several times, causing him to temporarily lose his vision. The two-time ACC champion always makes sure to go the extra mile to keep her team on one accord. To do so, she uses herself as a voice for her other teammates. Famous inventor Thomas Edison once said, "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up." One person who can relate to this quote and who's living proof of why you should not give up is senior FSU shot putter Austin Droogsma. 2 years ago, Droogsma experienced a shoulder injury that caused him to not only have surgery, but also forced him to sit out for the entire 2016 season.
In this aspect of life, you rely a lot on your body to uphold what you need to be able to do. And when it doesn't do that, it's depressing at first, and then you're like, this is gonna be better. Okay, but when is it gonna be better?
Although it was disappointing to be unable to compete for an entire season, Austin continued to be grateful for the support he received during his recovery process.
We set up a little meeting every other week where all the injured athletes would come together and just kind of talk about the injuries and like things to cope with working through the injuries.
By taking the right steps that were needed to have a smooth recovery, Austin came back to compete in 2017 and enjoyed one of the best seasons he's ever had at Florida State.
Coming back from it, I was better than ever, and I really just attribute that to our training staff.
Returning from a full recovery, Austin ended the 2017 season in second place for the ACC shot put for both indoor and outdoor, and his hard work hasn't gone unnoticed.
With the help from Coach Scott, it's really just brought the best out of him as an athlete, and he's a 20-meter shot putter, and not a lot of people can really say that he's ever been able to do that.
Austin's skill for shot putting is not something he picked up gradually. It turns out his talent for the sport was always in his genes.
I kind of just came home one day and I was like, hey Dad, like I did this today at school and I was pretty good at it. And he's like, oh, well, that's interesting because I can show you a few things if you want.
The bond that Austin and his dad shared from this sport not only strengthened their relationship, it also guided him to come to FSU and uphold the Droogsma name.
He threw here at Florida State back in the early 80s, so there's a bit of a legacy there. Then it just kind of took off from there. It was something that me and my dad could both really bond over.
Austin also has other athletic talent that made him once consider being a part of Florida State's football team. In his senior year of high school, he was named one of the top 20 offensive guards in the nation. However, leading with his heart, Austin knew he was meant to be a shot putter.
Choosing track over football just seemed like not only a better option for me, but also a healthier option.
Winning the ACC title this season, Austin showed that he is a physical force to be reckoned with, and he's just as tough on the inside. And his friends seem to agree.
I mean, you see how big the man is. He's ginormous, and he's one of the most graceful, big athletic people I've ever met.
At his recent competition, Austin threw several 20-meter throws and even passed his coach's record, making him now number 2 on FSU's all-time list for outdoors. So what's next for Austin as he closes out his senior season?
Ideally, I'd like to go pro. I think that'd be best case scenario. I mean, just getting to do what I love and getting paid to do it would be really awesome and a lot of fun.
Wherever his skills take him, Austin's performance on the field and outstanding record will always uphold his legacy here at Florida State. I'm Janesha Jones for Seminole Sports Magazine. When thinking about what defines a great athlete, one would expect their physical and athletic abilities to be beyond compare. But junior sprinter Shauna Helps embodies more than physical skill alone.
She's a leader, a huge leader. She helps everyone out. She makes sure that everything is good, everyone's fine, doing what they're supposed to do. She's a great leader.
I would describe Shauna as a leader, a motivator. She's kind of like a big sister because she's someone I can go to talk to, like if I'm having problems about track or anything, if I'm having a question and I probably don't want to talk to Coach Hunt about it, I just go and talk to Shauna about it.
Besides being a team leader, What makes Shauna a truly important part of Florida State University's women's track team is her ability and eagerness to serve as a mentor to her teammates.
What I love about how she's, dealt with her teammates is she really, takes them under her wing. She encourages them. She's very enthusiastic about their success, and she's an ear to listen.
Shauna's most recent performance at the ACC Indoor Track and Field Championships showed why she is considered to be such a great asset to the team. She came in second place in both the women's 200-meter finals as well as the women's 200 preliminary finals. The two-time ACC champion always makes sure to go the extra mile to keep her team on one accord. To do so, she uses herself as a voice for her other teammates.
We have a captain's meeting where she will tell me how her teammates are feeling about different things that we're doing so that we can do better. She cares, and it's not just about herself. I'm really proud to see her handle it that way. She wants them to grow. It's not, well, I don't want you to take my spot. It's, we can all shine together. Let me help pull you up with me.
As if being a team leader, mentor, big sister, and amazing athlete weren't enough, what many people don't know is that Shauna is also a scholar.
She's very intelligent. So with her book smarts and everything, I see her study a lot, doing what she has to do, get her grades right.
So far in her college career, Shauna has already earned awards like ACC Academic, All-American, she's been on the Dean's List, and she has made the honor roll.
Education is the #1 goal all the time, to graduate with your degree, move on to higher learning. I carry the same level of motivation on the track and in the field, so just as much as I want to train hard and win at meets, I want to study hard and ace my exams.
Back home, Shauna learned that education is essential in order to be successful.
It's important because of where I'm from. I'm from Jamaica, and that is the way out, so to speak. That's how you get to achieve the things that you want. You see your parents and you see they have a nice car and a home and all of that, and you're like, this is what I want. And when you look back on how they achieved it, it was going to school, working hard, staying consistent.
As Shauna continues to work hard to remain right on track, she keeps in mind of the one person who will always inspire her to be her best, her dad.
He came from a really humble beginning, basically nothing, and right now he's really living his best life. I use that to motivate me and understand that, yeah, it's a cliche, it doesn't matter where you're coming, it's where you're going, but he's living proof of that, and there's nothing closer to home to me than that.
Taking 7 classes while maintaining a 3.5 GPA, Shauna definitely has her mind set on where she's going, and wherever that may be, Shauna Helps will take with her the title of being a 2-time ACC champion, as well as winning the ACC Performer of the Week. And there's no telling what she might do next. I'm Janesha Jones for Seminole Sports Magazine. If you love books, old movies, and more books, then FSU's annual book sale is where you need to be.
It's been going on for as long as I have been here, so over 5 years now, and it helps support the popular literature collection at the library, which we can't take university funds for because it doesn't support academics.
FSU's annual book sale attracted several eager customers who happened to be just passing by.
I was actually walking back after class with my friend and I saw the books and I was like, I like books, let's go see what that is. And so I walked into heaven.
If you're interested in topics like learning how to cook, learning a different language, between the lions, or learning about the feud between the Obamas and the Clintons, FSU's annual book sale has it all here for you, and it's only $1.
The money is used to purchase items for the popular literature collection. So say we wanted to buy a new copy of Harry Potter. This is what that's paying for.
By providing customers with several genres of books and movies, as well as selling them at low prices, FSU's annual book sale helps to contribute back to the FSU community. From Seminole Showcase, I'm Janesha Jones.